Flosstube, it's Janet with Janet Jabber. I'm coming at you with episode 109. If you're new to my channel, this is a channel about cross stitch. I hope you like what you see. Subscribe, comment, do all the things and interact with us. If you're a returning friend, thank you so much for coming back this week. And I am so excited to get into this with you. As you see, I have this little guest. Look, he's a cute little prop and he's supposed to be like wrapped around me, but he's not gonna last. So I just want to point out my cute little guy. What? Look at that tail. He's super cute, but I think I'm gonna have to give him up to the Halloween haunted house. So anyway, I'm gonna take him down. A cute little guy. Oh my gosh. But he didn't work how he's supposed to. There's supposed to be a strap that holds him onto my shoulder. Anyway, all right, enough of that crazy. All right, I gotta put him on the floor because he's gonna fall and make a big noise. All right, so hello. I just thought it'd be cute to have a little something there. I am so excited to be with you this week. We have, like I always say, tons to go over, but let's start in with, I have a couple answers for Fran. She had asked a question about drawn thread and she had asked a question about backstitching. So my feedback about drawn thread is it appears to be yes. Every one of them have a specialty stitch of some kind, but they give very good instructions on how to do those specialty stitches. And backstitching, it's pretty much a consensus of similar to what I said. Some people, it depends on the project, whether I do it as I go or I wait till the end and do it all at once. So I hope that helps, Fran. Let me know. And then also, I am looking for a featured friend. I don't have any to show you this week, so I hope that if you are interested, that you send an email to janetjabber@gmail.com. I will feature your stitching, whether it's finished or in process, and share it. And I just love to do that, so let you have some of the spotlight too. And if you don't want me to say your name, I don't have to. I can just say what the chart is. I understand not everybody wants to put their stuff all out there. So anyway, just think about it and email me at janetjabber@gmail.com if you'd like to share. A couple other businessy things is in the links below. I have a form for a Happy Mail. Get your name on the list. You only have to fill it out once, and it allows me to send you a little Happy Mail. And we've got my favorite time of the year, Thanksgiving and Christmas, coming up. So I don't miss a month, but I will be sending out stuff there. Hopefully people are starting to receive their Halloween cards from me right now. And there's also a link below for Buy Me a Coffee, which allows me to just pay for shipping and get the little goodies that I ship out. So anyway, along with that, but the last business to get over with, or to get to, not get over with, but is the giveaway. Last week I had a giveaway. Lots of people talked about Halloween. This time, because there was 3 of them and I didn't know how I would navigate that, I didn't record it. I just screenshotted who the winners were. So for the first pack, which was the Mill Hill kit, it is Jill Hammond. The second one is for the Happy Halloweenies by Bent Creek, and it is Cheryl Cheers. And the third one is the Happy Booze to You, and that one is for Chris Cross Stitch. So I should have also inserted pictures of their names on here and a reminder of what the chart looked like. So please get a hold of me again at janetjabber@gmail.com and I will get those mailed out to you. So let's get into the stitching. I actually have 2 finishes this week. Again, no fully finishes. I'm getting closer for that room, and we'll get into that because I got some sneak peeks to show you at the end. I had to put a question out asking you as I was finishing this one. I was almost finished with this chart. It's called I'm So Happy by Hands On Design. It was in a magazine, Just Cross Stitch Magazine 2015, I believe. Yeah. So I ended up, instead of putting the acorns, I put 2 squirrels and a pumpkin, and I love how it turned out. I absolutely love this. So I'm so glad that I live in a world where there are Octobers. I about said September. I'm so glad that I live in a world where there are Octobers. So super cute. I love how it turned out. It'll be finished in hers, she had it finished into a pillow. I may do that where there's like fabric across the bottom, but we got to get to that finishing first. So my next one was a surprise finish that I was doing as a stitch along with Jessica from Stitches of Sass. And yes, she needs to get another video, but she's getting closer to where life's calming down for her. So come on, Jessica. I know, I love you. And actually, if you saw on Jessica's stories this week, if you're on Instagram, her son Nathan actually stays awake to watch my videos. He's so sweet, and he fell asleep listening to me this week. So hi, Nathan. But this is what I stitched with your mom. It is called Quiet Place by Putini, and I absolutely love how this turned out. I stitched it on a 32 count. That was a scrap from my pandemic sampler from Sarcy Girl, but I love how that turned out. Find your own quiet place. Love it. Super excited about that one too. That's it as far as the finishing, so let's get into my whips, my works in progress. Gotta start out with my queen. I do it every time. So my Autumn Queen, stitched on Sparrow by Color and Cotton. And this is where I'm at. She is coming along. Look at her. She's, I'm at the waist. Look, I've got some into the waist to detail that. And then the skirt's gonna flare out. Some of the fluff over here. This is a bunch of white. So I gotta buckle down and just get busy on the white. Cause I'd like to, before I put this away, which we're only a month in, so we're okay. But I'd like to be full this way. So I'm gonna come back to the top, I think, and start working on her up there so I complete everything on my mirrors except for my back stitching and my beading. On my mirrors, that gets done at the end. So that is where she is at. And I love how she's coming along. But speaking of pandemic sampler, I didn't stitch on it this week, but I also didn't show it to you last week. And I have fully completed the border, and I wanted to share that with you. I'm gonna pop a picture in here. This is Pandemic Sampler by 2020 Pandemic Sampler by Sarcy Girl, and this is where I'm at. So border is completely full. One on top of this is, one bottom of that is. If you remember, I shortened mine, so I'm just gonna pick motifs out of it. So I think I am getting ready to get to the very exciting spot in regards to this. So I wanted to share that since I forgot last week. I don't know how I forgot because if you've been here for a while, I actually have a calendar that I write down everything I stitched in. And then when it comes time to record these videos, I go back and I look from last recording to this recording, what did I work on? But somehow I missed it. So we're human. All right, my next one, you get another mirror peek this week. I actually have Miss Christmas Eve that I got out. I watched one of the, I honestly can't remember who it was. One of the virtual stitchers that went to Stitch West mentioned that, I think they mentioned that Vicky from Vicky StitchinButton, geez, OP, I can't believe I blinked on that. I think it was her that something about your mirrors have to have a face, because if not, it's just weird that you're stitching a lady with no face. So, so I jumped in, and that is on a 32 count. This will be, sorry, on a 32 count Joblin. I had my little card out for you. I didn't get to the face, but I got to work my way up there. So I got her arms, half of her arms, because the other half are gloves. And so I got to get her neck and her head in, and then I will work down on the bottom. So it kind of rang a bell, like, yeah, I'm working on a faceless little woman there. So it was fun to get that out and get the skin part of that done to that point. My next piece, this is from the Black Needle Society's retreat that I was in this last summer for Stars Hollow. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. So it is stitched on. This one was a retreat only. I don't know when this stuff will be released, but this was the autumn one. And according to Pattern Keeper, I'm at like 83% done. And this is where I'm at. This is stitched on an 18 count Ada because this is all 4 seasons. This is rolled up in here. It's going to be all 4 seasons together. And I love how it's turning out, and I'm just plugging along. I would love to bring this to you next week as a finished for now, but we'll see. We'll get in that details later because I don't know what this week's going to bring for me. My next piece is my Blackbird Design. I'll put a picture of it here because this is a borrowed chart. I'm not digging it out. And it is America. I love it. I absolutely love it. So the main part of the flag is done. I have to do the flare outs and the little post there. And then I think I will go ahead and put America in and then work on just filling, which will make it very easy. This is on an 18 count Ada that I tea coffee dyed myself. And I just saw, I am loosely on a fans of Blackbird Designs group in Facebook. I belong to a lot of groups, but I am horrible about participating. So anyway, somebody made a comment of, instead of paying the ridiculous prices for these on the second market, just wait until market, which comes out in March, and see what Elma re-releases. Find a Blackbird that you like and then see if your chart comes out again in this spring. So it kind of resonated. I'm just so fortunate somebody let me borrow my unicorn chart, and I'm just blessed by that. That is the love of this community. So my next chart picture in here is of Grim Tail by Clouds Factory, and it is stitched on Bestitch Me fabric called Sea Glass. And this is where I'm at. I just picked it up and was like, I just want to get some. I think this is part 7. So this was like a I think I said 2019 somewhere else. It's 2020. Beginning 20, it was supposed to be done in the year 20, and here we are wrapping up 21, and I'm not done. I'm on part 7. So I stitched over here the letters and these little motifs here. So there's a lot of color changes, so I just plug along a little bit at a time is what I'm doing with that. My next one is another stitch along that I failed in. So I'm gonna pop a picture in here. This is Dreaming Girl by Barbara Ann Design, stitched on 32 count Azure Blue Lugana. And I love where she's at. I finished up like filling in the sun and the waves, and I'm just headed this way. So she looks beautiful. If you're wondering, yes, I did the Mary Ashcraft conversion to make her look like Meredith from Brave. Again, reminds me of my daughter. Some of those reminds me of things. Slow me down. All right, so I'm going to show you next week because I don't know how much stitching is going to get done this week, so I'm holding back my weekly stitching. I will still do my weekly stitching this week of my Mail Home Monday, my Wicked Wednesday, and my Festive Friday, but I'm just going to hold them till next week because I'm afraid I'm only going to have like 2 or 3 pieces to show you if I don't hold them back. Okay, now let's get into haul-ish and mail and stuff like that. So one of the hauls is my t-shirt. Look, do you see this? Witch Please, and then there's a needle there. This is Athena Stitching Goddess Designs. She had taken a bunch of t-shirts to Stitch West. When she came home, there were 5 left. She put them up on her thing, and I was able, it was like, what it was what it was. So I was able to, she had this one in my size. I snagged it, and I love it because we're all about the Halloween here. So thank you very much, Athena. And I'm glad I was able to snag that. My next one is a fabric of the month from GraceNotesStitchers. You're going to hear a little bit of noise. She packages it oh so pretty, and they put a note in here, and there's a little sticker. And if you've not had your color for the month of October, maybe, I don't know what month this is. I'm not even gonna pretend. They're yelling at my screen right now, but I'll get it figured out. But I don't know which one it is. Anyway, this is what it is. This is an 18 count is what I get from them. It is gorgeous, gorgeous. I just can't wait. I can't wait. So thank you very much, ladies and John. And I don't know, maybe I need to write it when it comes in what month it is. So that's on me. All right, so other things in mail. If you've seen it on others, my Just Cross Stitch magazine came in for fall, Christmas, December. What am I talking? And there was actually a couple of charts in here that I'm digging. So this gets filed away for my someday thing. One of my other things that came in is, this was a surprise to me. I jumped on the bandwagon. If you've been with me for a while, you know I'm all about seasons. So the fact that this was seasonal ladies, I'm going to show you closer, was a must for me. You've seen this on other channels, so I'm not going to open it, but this kit includes everything that I need. It came super fast. I was completely shocked. I ordered it when I ordered it thinking, oh, let this get here before the Christmas rush, and it did. So I am super stoked about that, but no plans exactly when I'm going to start that. It's just going to go into the thing because, yeah. All right, so I am going to talk to you about plans. So this came in the mail this week. I got my next round robin. I got Jessica's piece. So this is where it's at. It's on an 18 count, so I get to choose one of these two ladies to do and get going on her. I'm super excited about that, and the fact that it's 18 count. I got through the 40 counts and they were good enough. You heard me complain about them on here, but my next two are 18 counts, so yeah, I'm happy about that. Other than that, again, I don't know how much stitching is going to get done this week. I'm technically on vacation, but so is my husband, and that like puts a ringer in everything, and it is haunted house week, so all the final touches of that are being done. Yeah, and he doesn't even have, we got downpours for the last 2 days, so everything is super wet for him out there. So I'm going to hopefully get a video for you for next week's, a quick one. I'll put it at the end for people that don't like that kind of stuff or just don't want to see it. But so as far as for me this week, I don't know how much stitching is going to get done, but I want to give you a sneak peek at what is going on in my craft room. So I did a little organizing of my whips, made a list. I went through and made a list of all of them. I have 35 of them. And then I did there's a Facebook group that talks about, like, they rate them, and that's like, I don't know. It's something about spending imaginary money or saving imaginary money, or I don't know. But it basically tells you whether, based on their formula, which is you add the two stitching sizes together, divide it by 2, and where it falls, what your number ends up being, tells you whether it's a small, a medium, a large, or a BAP is what they call it. Big project. So anyway, so I went and rated those all to break them down to see what I have, and it's just kind of getting more organized because I like having my smalls and my little finishes. Okay, so there's a weird split here because the dog barked, so hopefully I'm not repeating myself too much, but I like to have my small finishes and my mediums, but to try to keep my larges from being completely out of control. And according to this dividing up, I have 11 large projects. So, and only one of them is near a finish. So I need to figure out how to do a rotation of that and focus on those. My big projects, I'm not so worried about. There's only 4 of them. I can live with that. And so I have 11 mediums and 8 smalls, and I've got like 4 of my medium ones are almost finished, and only 1 of my smalls is almost finished. It may actually come off the list sooner than later. And some of mine will, like 3 of my smalls will stay on there as smalls for a super long time. So, but that doesn't stop me from new starts. So that is what I'm going to talk to you next week about, is my plans for November as far as some projects I'm going to start. Hopefully there's some of them are smalls to get done in the same month, but that's next week. Let me show you my organization. So again, organizing my whips, organizing my craft room. I'm just going to pop in a couple pictures here of a sneak peek of, this is my DMC floss cabinet. This is actually a cabinet meant for your restroom, but I did the measurements and the drawers were perfect. As you can see, my little floss baggies fit in there. That's how I store my DMC. I love it. I just open the drawer, grab them out, done. And then my fabric, yes, I jumped on the bandwagon of putting those in around the comic book boards. And I've had those comic book boards for a while. I don't have anything to show you, but my floss drops for my personal use, not the ones that I give away, I just put on those. It's plain white, it's thick, it is what it is. I have a Cricut, I cut them out, done. They don't have to be cute and whatever, I just need them to have the number. But yeah, did you see the table? Okay, here's the, I'm sure I showed you the table by now. So that I actually have to put casters on the bottom of it. Where my fabric is stored in that cubic is actually going to be a rolling cutting table. So it's coming together. I'm so excited. I just got to get those casters on. And with this week, I don't know that it's going to happen, but we'll see. My husband is super busy. I am very capable of doing it. But I have a feeling I'm going to get pulled out to help here and there with that and whatnot. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. I can't think of anything else. Oh, my daughter and Colton are, I can't think of it. She gonna beat me when she sees that. My daughter and Colton are coming home this weekend. They're going to be home for a few days. There's a childhood school friend school friend of Colton's that's getting married, and they're going to that wedding. They're gonna look so cute. They went shopping for their clothes the last time. So that's going on. So my baby's coming home, and last week was fall break for my other son, and he didn't do nothing but work and sleep. Kids. And then again, for me, stitching and doing the stuff this week. So that's all I got. As far as planned cross stitching, I would love to come at you with Stars Hollow done. I would love to come at you with Flosstube Friends done. If I could accomplish those two things, I'm golden for this week. That's my expectations. We'll see. We'll see. All right, I'm going to get off of here because I'm just rambling. I love you guys so much. Keep stitching. Enjoy life. And I'm sending so much love. Bye.